We have to see. We back. We back. We back. We back, folks. And I just got a question to ask to what I've been hearing folks talk about. We want to know where that $17 trillion is at. I want to know where that $17 trillion that Trump is
17
talking about.
trillion, bro.
He said we done brought in $17 trillion. He said he don't know what's wrong with Biden because he only brought in a trillion. See, I done brought in 17 trillion in 8 months.
Where's the
So
evidence?
what is no where the money? That's what I want to know. Where the money is? Where is that then? You done brought in $17 trillion. Where is it at? That's all I want to know. Tell me where it's at. I'm just like my boy on what's the name of that movie? He's jumping the chains and said, "Show me the money."
Show me the money.
Show me the money. Cuba Goodings and show me the money.
Show me the money, man.
Show me the money. I don't give a how they show me the goddamn money.
Bullshit walks, the rest, what they say?
Bullshit walk. That's all I want to know. He keep me the Trump done told everybody that he done brought in $17 trillion. He done told the United Nations. He done even told all the generals and the admirals in the army and the Navy and the Air Force, all of them. He sitting down, all 800 of them. Yeah, I done brought in $17 trillion. And ain't now one of them opened their mouth, clapped, or said anything. They just looked up there on the stage, did. If I could have read some of the people's minds, it was sitting out there in the audience. They looking up there on the stage at that nut and said, "What is the? He can't be our leader. That ain't our commander in chief. What have we done? This man is an idiot. Something wrong with him, and we got to follow him and his orders." He had nerve enough to tell them that they can clap if they want to, or leave if they don't like what he's saying. What they gonna do? Get up and walk away? Lose all they pension money that they done put up and everything because they done walked out the door? Whew. But I know they all went back home. What in the world have we got here now? Oh my God. Somebody probably didn't realize it was that bad. And then this, the secretary, the head man, he running around the stage like a chicken with his head cut off. Y'all gotta be in shape. I've been in shape. Yeah, I'm in shape. He was probably full of alcohol when he told him that. He was drunk. He was on the stage drunk and they had to test his blood. You know, they found out they locked him up. He couldn't drive. Oh, oh man. Everybody that took a picture of the audience, man, they all just sit there.
You know what? You know what? Let me see. Let me see if I can find my glasses here so I can read this stuff. Let me tell you something. You know what the AI said about that? That 17 trillion? It says multiple reports regarding 17 trillion have emerged in the late 2025, each referring to a different context and source. The phrase does not point to a single identifiable quality of money. You will need to determine the specific context of the claim to find the invalid information. There is no $17 trillion. Repeated claims that almost, Trump says, repeated claims that he has 17 trillion of investment had some into the U.S. during his time in office or will flow in soon. So ain't nothing came in yet. Just a bunch of promises. Anyway,
I tell you, I would try to give a man the benefit of the doubt. I really would. And so I thought about that too. I said, I'm gonna go back there and find out what all them false trade deals that he done got. All them ain't came within no $17 trillion. Maybe 2, 3 trillion, but not 17. You done had some deals now. He done told people he got, and ain't none of them true. Everybody he said Japan gonna invest $600 billion. Japan ain't gonna throw shit.
some of them
He
came
had
out there and pledged that kind of money. They pledged. Some of
he
them
had
pledged.
they could, but they ain't gave him nothing. He said
They ain't
they're
gave.
gonna
They
give.
ain't done nothing.
He said they're gonna give me the money, and I'm gonna be able to take the money and do what I want to do with it. Now he gonna take their money and do what he want to do with it. They ain't
Not,
signed no deals. They ain't signed no contract. They ain't signed nothing. So he said South Korea sat there. The press sit there and looked at him. He was talking. They were talking all kind of old mess. And 2 days later, he arrested every last one of them South Koreans down here in Georgia. ICE came in and got him. South Korea said we can't come back there no more. but Trump said I'm sorry about it. But he said that's ICE's job. Now, what kind of confidence is that going to give the people who come in there to work? And they have
and
that visa.
to build businesses. Some of these people want to invest in America so that they can save on them tariffs, and they want to sell it to Americans, and
He
they
won't let them.
invest.
He won't let them.
Just like our corporations here, they go over there and they do the same thing. They invest billions of dollars into some of these companies,
Yeah,
but and they provide jobs and they provide all of that.
right, right. In a stable environment, they ain't got to have to worry about their people going to jail. They ain't got to worry about them being handcuffed, and they know they're gonna get their money back because they already know if they're going into China investing and stuff, the government of China gonna take some of the money, but they're gonna be able to come out of there and stuff and everything with a damn good product. They can't believe this man. Every time he turn around there, he
Did you hear what
oh
that
Brazil,
congresswoman said
oh
to the
Brazil,
Speaker of the House? You hear what she said?
who
I think she's from, I don't know, I don't remember, but she stood right in front of him while the news people was behind him. She walked up to him after he did his little speech and said, "The president is not well, and you know he's not well." And then he tried to cut her off, and he said, "The stuff that he said in front of those generals, the president is not well.
he's not.
You need to do something about it."
Yeah,
And he tried to play it off. It's all in the news, bro. The president
well,
is not well. She didn't go
they
into.
they had this. They were sitting there, and the lady was from MSNBC News and was interviewing the Speaker of the House, and she asked him the same thing. You said, "Well, you got people on your side, on the Democratic side, that kind of messed up too." So he ain't said he wasn't messed up. He just said y'all got people that's messed up too.
Well, here's the thing that I'm kind of upset about. When the Speaker of the House went down line, supposedly, I haven't even seen what they call it, the CRA or whatever they call it, the budget that they're trying to pass,
Continuing resolution.
this continued resolution. He went down all the demands that the Democrat people wanted.
Hmm.
And he went down about five or six of them. And some of those things that he read out loud, some of it made sense, and some of it was like, "Dang, what are they doing that for?" You know, 50 billion here and 70 billion there. But anyway, the thing is that what the Democrats need to do is they need to go line by line of to justify what they're doing and why they are allowing this stoppage, because that don't make no sense. You can sit up here and talk about, well, the Republicans is trying to, get rid of all our health care and blah, 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 blah. No, you need to go line by line and justify why you need what you need. Now, I understand the fact that it's going up because you have average people, Americans I'm talking about, that their premiums will go up if they do not have those subsidies. That's why you have Obamacare or ACA, because to lower those prices so those people don't have to be paying $500 and $600 and $700 a month. Instead, they'll pay $150, $200 a month for
But do
family
you
coverage.
but do you really think if they gave Mr. Man that list and all the other justification for it, that he gonna read all that shit and gonna say it's okay? Hell no. The only
No,
thing
I'm
that
just saying that just them to justify, they need to justify why they are holding this up, because you
they,
can't just
they
keep
have
talking.
they have justified it. The only thing that they really want is them to stop those cuts and everything to those people's health insurance.
Well, that's what
That's
they're
it.
saying. But what I'm saying is that they need to go down line by line what is
They
that
only
they're
want
demanding.
they only want one thing, and that was to stop them from cutting these people's health insurance off. That's it. From what I'm hearing, that's the
But
only thing
what
they
does it
want.
detail?
They want them to go back
I'm
and
not.
act.
I'm not talking about just a general statement. I'm talking about what are the specifics.
They don't have to have any specifics. Don't take the damn money away from the people who want their insurance. That's it. They getting ready to take the money away, the supplement away from the people who have affordable care, who have insurance policy, who are being covered by the Affordable Care Act. Their insurance is being supplemented, and the federal government is supplementing. They're taking it away. That's the only thing they want. Do not take away the supplement. So 40 some million people out there won't lose their health coverage. That's all they want to do. That's the main thing. And the Republicans say we're not going to do that. That's not we can't do that. And they're asking them to give them some more stuff that they can work with and everything. And they saying to them, that's all we want. Do not reinstate that money.
Or they
And
more. They want more than
some
that.
of the people are saying that, well, it's not going to happen until January. So why are you doing it right
Be too
now?
late. It'd be too late, Ed, because they
Well,
didn't rate.
they
They
have
didn't rate. They
this
raising the prices now.
no, this continuing resolution that they passed in the House and stuff is only for until right before Thanksgiving. It goes all the way to November. That's it. Then they have to do it again. So they actually,
Well,
then why
according
are
to
you
them,
doing it
they're
now?
saying that they're receiving price increases for next month or November or whatever it's going to be already. Receiving stuff in the mail.
Well, they have to do that and stuff because if you up under the healthcare plan and stuff and everything they give you along with Medicare and everything else, they have a time period and stuff in which you choose your healthcare plan. You can only do it uh, once a year, and there's a window and stuff there, and that window starts in October.
Well, that's why they put the stoppage.
Well, not really and stuff because actually we under the same thing. Me and my wife, we under the same thing. We have to decide if we want to keep our insurance coverage or try another insurance company because there's an open period and stuff there. So during the open period, this they give you all the way up until sometime in December and stuff to choose, and it gives the federal government, if you change your insurance stuff, it gives them enough time and stuff to enact it and stuff after the first of the year. Call it open season. So that's where they're at. So the people who have the Affordable Care Act have an open season, which they can choose who they want. Do they want this kind of coverage? Do they want full coverage for their family? Do they want to stay up under a HMO, or do they want to go a PPO plan? All of that, they get a chance to choose it. And then after that, that's when the stuff start going up in January. It's a mess out there because most people aren't under that. We do that every year. They send us some paperwork. Choose our insurance company. Here, choose this, choose that. We keep the same plan every year.
Well, we do too. But, I mean, I'm just saying, I just think that they need to justify line items and then let the people know that this is not us, this is them causing your prices to go up.
Well, I think most of the people know that, but they are trying to blame the Democrats and stuff for it because they're telling them that, well, we can do what we want to do, that they can pass their continuing resolution. So the Democrats are the ones and stuff causing this shutdown, which is true. They are causing the shutdown.
Yeah, they
If
call
you
it a
really,
shutdown because
if
the
you
fact
if
is,
you actually look at it, they are causing the shutdown. But then, if you look at it in the technical sense and everything, the Republicans are acting, and then the most of the people out there, according to all the news folks out there, are blaming the Republicans and stuff and everything for the shutdown. They're not blaming the Democrats because they understand that this is what they're after. They're after them not to take those supplements away from the health care plan because it's affecting a whole millions and millions and millions of people who are under the Affordable Care Act.
not counting the clinics and the hospitals.
They can easily do that, Ted. But we take away, stop it, and everything, and say, okay, we're going to continue to do it and everything. Maybe they want to, instead of doing the whole thing at once. Maybe they'll negotiate something to say, hey, okay, we only going to do we're going to give them 75% more, and then we're going to take away the 25%, something and everything to keep the whole daggone amount. 'Cause most people can't afford to add $500 or more to pay for health insurance every month. It's unheard of. You can't do it. So if you cut it back and say, okay, we're going to do this over a 3-year period of time, and every year we're going to cut the stuff back, it does allow people and stuff a chance to be able to get their salaries up or start adjusting to that those cuts that's going to happen. But they don't want to do that. They just say, fuck it, we're going to cut it out right now. Excuse my French, people. So they don't even want to negotiate that. I would think that that's probably what they want to do. Let's talk about it. But nobody wants to talk about it. We don't want that. We're not going to do that. And it looks like that's exactly what they want to do because the House and stuff is in recess now. They won't even come back. They ain't even brought their folks back to even try to vote for something if they did try to pass anything.
Well, let's talk about something different.
Yep. Oh, Qatar.
The who?
Qatar.
Oh,
We have Israel attacked them for having supposedly, quote unquote, having uh, Hamas people and stuff inside of their country. Kyle's still pissed off about it, so Trump, in his infinite wisdom and stuff, because he doesn't know exactly what they're going to do, but they all riled up and said they're going to attack Israel. Well, for him to keep him off of Israel, he said, I'm going to do an executive order to say that if anybody attacks Qatar again, they are attacking the sovereignty of the United States, and the United States are going to come over there and save it. Now, if I'm the emperor or the king or whoever is in control over there in Qatar, I would have to take that little piece of paper and everything and throw it in the fire because and wipe my butt with it. Go to the bathroom and wipe my butt with it because that's what it means. I'm gonna believe Trump gonna come over there and save me and everything because he said so. and he's famously known as Taco. Usually, what happens with those things is what the U.S. Senate goes through their process and they approve that. He said, "No, I'm going to do an executive order. Is Qatar going to
Qatar
allow
is
us
not
into?"
part of NATO.
They not. But he said he was going to sign it anyway. They're going to make it look like they're part of the United States, and they're going to trust him to do that. I don't trust him, further than I can throw him out their window.
Well,
'Cause
maybe he was giving a sign to Israel too
no,
now, because you just said it. They're going to respond.
Israel is. We don't know what Israel going to do, Ted. We really don't, because Israel already they done gone crazy.
They
We have
bombing
no idea.
Syria. They bombing Qatar.
They all of
They
them,
bombing Iran.
all of them, and I'm surprised they ain't try to go over there and bomb Saudi Arabia yet. They are a loose cannon, and most of the folks over there in the Middle East know that anything they do, Trump is not going to stop them. Now, Russia, Trump said he mad at them, getting ready to go to war with them because they ain't doing what he wanted to do. Do you
They
believe
already
that?
they got
I
they
don't.
got a they got a high powered submarine over there,
Yep,
and they flew a bunch of military people over in Alaska.
yep, they did do that. They're intimidating them, just like they're doing over there in Europe. They're intimidating all them countries that border them. They flying over their property, putting drones over their country and stuff. And it's just like anything else, you keep you test it. You're gonna shoot at it a little bit and test it to see what's gonna happen.
I keep telling you, man, Russia's broke, bro. That's
Well,
why they calling for help from North Korea, China. You know,
they are. I think China. I mean Russia is hoping that these BRICS countries and stuff gonna save them. That these BRICS companies gonna continue
well, you know, China wanna break America
continue
anyway, so they
that
do everything they
they
can to.
continue. They want them to continue to buy their oil. India has already said they're going to continue to buy the oil from them. China already said they're going to buy the oil from them. And who else? I don't know, but probably a lot of other countries and stuff probably buying the oil from them.
Of course.
Maybe even a few European countries are buying the oil
Well,
from them.
Germany has been buying their oil for the longest, and Biden wanted them to stop.
That's what I'm saying. Now, maybe some European countries still buying oil from them. That's what keeping them alive. They're selling their oil.
Well, we're becoming a money crisis. You know, our dollar's down. Um, oh yeah, the stock market is breaking records, but the dollar's down, and all these other people. You got what they call Latin America or South America. All these Latin countries, they forming collaborations.
Yep.
So, and you know their money, they trying to do their thing the same thing as Europe did, and the same thing that all these other countries are doing, and America is sitting back because see we did a good thing in the '90s. When I say good thing, I don't know if it was good or not, but we put in all kind of uh, stock markets in about a half a dozen or more countries so that they can play the stocks around their country because it was all about capitalism. Capitalism is about investing in other companies, and so you buy stock to build that company up. And so a lot of these countries like that idea, and America liked it because they want to invest in those companies so that they can
And
Pump and dump.
And America wanted to keep the Russians and the Chinese out of the southern hemisphere.
Yep.
That was their thing. Keep them communists out of the southern hemisphere. But they done opened that door and they done invaded the southern hemisphere. They done let them in, and they can't stop them.
Well, Putin has already declared war on the Europeans. Because they helping Ukraine. They out flat out. France and all them, and Canada and everybody, Germany helping Ukraine. And he said, I'm at war with them too, because they helping Ukraine. You know, Trump stopped all the funding to go to Ukraine, and now he's trying to change his mind, talking about he might go ahead on and start sending money or weapons or something.
The European Union is my opinion and stuff, but probably some damn fools and stuff. But they continue to believe Trump gonna do anything to help them. Because the only thing Trump want to help is himself, pocketbook. That's it. And if they haven't realized that now and everything, there's something wrong with them. They deserve to be dogged over, whatever they're doing to them. They deserve it
You
because
know
they're
what
still
comes to
sitting at the
mind?
table.
You know what comes to mind to me? What if a man owns the whole world and loses his soul? Trump wants to be a multi-billionaire so bad, and that's the reason why he couldn't stand Musk and all these billionaires, because they are worth hundreds of billions of dollars, and he thinking that he can control them to a certain degree, which they placating them. That's all
he,
they're doing is placating them.
he's pipe dreaming. Hell, Elon, they said he's close to $500 billion and stuff now.
Yeah,
Valuation, $500 billion.
yeah. And look what the guy from Oracle did. Ellis bought CBS
Yeah,
and bought most of TikTok, and then I think he got Paramount too.
they all included. CBS is Paramount.
Yeah. So there you go. So we don't have no real news people or anything like that.
Mm-mm. Yeah, all the conservative groups and stuff got them. All the conservative folks got them.
So you got NBC owned by billionaires. You got CBS. You got
ABC,
ABC,
then
and
all the three majors,
yeah,
and then Fox.
we pretty much done, bro. The newspapers forget about it.
That's it. That's it. They control everything. They control all the news.
And, and, and look what your boy from Amazon, he didn't practically demolish the Washington Post.
Oh yeah, man. A whole lot of people, all them good folks who were reporters and stuff have left there. All the good ones have left. They said they can't do it.
And
They
here's
done
the
retired
thing,
and left.
here's the thing. When here we are, you and I. We read different articles or we get some news here and there from different things, and we get it from the horse's mouth, whatever they're talking about, which is not the whole story. I'm talking about the business people and the Congress, the politicians. But the thing is that we're not really getting any concrete inside information because they're not telling the journalist people all the true stories. Some of these people are so good and digging. You got to read articles, that's practically undercover. You got to go into all kinds of things to read articles to see if you're getting the truth. Because right now, everything is sort of kind of speculation or innuendos or probabilities or Wishful thinking, because we don't, I'm trying to figure out, because it used to be, you can go 3, 4 deep and you can get some information. Now, if you want to get information on the person, that's easy. You can get, you can dig on that and find out their history and all that stuff. But as far as these corporations, what they're doing, as far as these inside politics no, we can only, just like I'm reading about bank stories and what's going on, all about that. And I'm telling you, bro, there's some stuff going on that a lot of us Americans, we're consumer based. 70% of our GDP is based on consumerism. That's unsustainable. That's unsustainable. When you're not making anything and you're dependent on people to spend their money as they go to work every day, and and most of those goods are coming from overseas, that's unsustainable. So our GDP, when it comes to the 80 percenters, is going to be down. Now the 20 percenters, they're going to spend their money. They got the money. They got the big time money. They got millions and millions of dollars. But the people, the 80 percenters, the thousandaires, and maybe a couple of millionaires, but no. Our GDP right now was last year was what was it? Ooh, it was up there. It was pretty up there. 20, 28, 29 or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it's the highest in the world. And China is like $10 trillion below ours, but they're trying to catch up. And what does that mean when your GDP is up? That means your people is making money. That means the average income housing is 75. I remember 35 years ago, you know, that was big money. If you was making 70, if your household was making 75, you was classified as a upper
Upper
class
middle,
person,
upper middle class.
upper middle class. 75,000, I put you in the barely middle class, lower middle class now. 75,000. So, so the thing is, that's the reason why everybody you always hear these stories, 6 figures, because now
Yep,
you got to be making more than 6 figures,
yep,
and that's all inflation money. That's all it is inflation money, because people are always asking for more money, prices are always going up. That's just inflation money. But the thing is, think about this. I'm talking money now. Okay, here's the
yep,
thing. Here's the thing. When you think about it, most people that have a car that's got a little money, they get a new car. Most, now I'm not saying all, but I'm saying most people, they like a new car. And they see a new car coming out, they're gonna get that new car every 2 or 3 years. That's what keeps the economy going. They get tired of that house. They've been there for 5, 6, 7 years. They looking for a bigger house, and all of that is inflation money because the house market goes up, cars go up. I remember you can get a brand new nice mid-sized sedan for $20,000. That car gonna cost you at least almost 40 now, if not higher. And don't get no high-end car. Education. I don't know how much you spend in education, Ed. I think I spent Not even $5,000, probably less than that. Nowadays, I'm talking about for 4 years, not counting food. But I'm telling you, bro, right now, just a small school of 10 or 15,000 students gonna cost you 25 to $35,000 a year. A year. So that's where we are, and that's the reason why. And if they take this health care away from us, Ed, from these people and all other people, and it's been said, and I think you mentioned this, what they're gonna do if you want to keep your grandparents in those nursing homes, you're gonna have to pay it. Talking about the children, because we are not keeping it in. You no more Medicaid for your granddaddy and your grandmama. That's another way of taking their money away from these younger people that's making those six figures. That's just my opinion. These billionaires want everybody broke. That's
Well,
what they want. Just
you
want you to be
asked
consumers.
you asked a question. How are we able to Next door neighbor Simmons. How are we able to sustain what's going on? And we finding out that a lot of our this country has become, because we don't produce anything, we've become a service c- country, and we can see that and stuff now that Canada and a lot of their foreign people and stuff aren't coming into the United States and spending their money.
Woo! That's the truth.
They're killing. So how are we able to sustain ourselves and be able to be okay for a while and stuff now? Well, as we know and you know, we found ways of uh, being flexible in how we deal with money. So we're finding out you mentioned their cars. Now they up to 40, $50,000. In the past, they would give you a loan for a car 3 years. Because the car's so expensive now, you're looking at 6 years. Pay that damn thing off. Just so they can keep selling cars. 6 years. By the time that 6 years is up, that car gonna be broke down because it's not gonna last no 6 years. Some in some situations, they're giving 7-year loans on these cars just so they can get people to buy these new cars. Another thing is going on that we found out is that you are we are sitting here uh, paying all kinds of stuff and everything for uh, people are trying to call me. Something must be going on here. My phone is bringing off the hook. I don't know what the heck's happening. Uh, I'm finding out and stuff around here, Ted, that you said these folks are they got homes. What are they doing? They're taking the equity and stuff that they have in their property. They spent what $200,000 per home, now it's worth $400,000. So they got $200,000 worth of equity. They're taking that equity and stuff and everything home, or they're taking the equity and going out and doing what they want to do, buying new cars, fixing their homes up or whatever. So we're keeping the economy and stuff going, by people doing flexible financing, taking their money and using it the way they can. When is this thing going to end? I don't know. At some point in time, we aren't going to be able to keep this thing going. Something's going to happen. We ain't going to be getting more equity out of our property. We're not going to be able to afford a new car, and our income is not keeping up. People, I believe it's not too very far away. Not too far away. We can't continue this spiral here. It's going to.
Well, when you say not far away, are you talking about 2028?
Oh hell no! They ain't that's too far away, man. You talking the very near future. Ted, where is the money that these farmers were looking at? Trump said that he was going to bail these farmers out. He hasn't given them any money. He took $20 billion and gave it to Argentina. Is these
Sure
farmers going
did.
to be bailed out? And as you know, because we Midwesterners, we old Midwesterners, we know that right the hell now, people, these farmers is out there and they're taking their crops out of the fields. The granaries are full. They don't have any place to take their crops to. They are harvesting their crops. They are harvesting their crops. Let me go here. Hello. Yes. Okay. I know. Okay. Bye bye. Okay. I'll be looking for it. Okay. You as well. Mhm. I had to make that phone call, people. I'm sorry. I had to do that. You folks and stuff were seeing me and do that. Mr. Bishop has made a damn good deal here. I'm not going to tell you guys about it, but these people coming out in the morning and stuff because I made a damn good deal here. It is too. I couldn't pass it up. I made a damn good deal. I don't know how I did it, but I did it. It is absolutely beautiful. I come up with at least $15,000 and stuff and everything and free stuff. If anybody want to find out about it, uh, all we need is you guys to come on and send some comments out there, and I'll explain to you guys what the hell happened. Back to what we were talking about. Where those farmers at? I don't know, people. I have no idea. Like I said, things are going to hit the fan here in just a little bit because we cannot continue to do this. These people have to be able to sell their grain to somebody, and nobody's buying it. Nobody's buying their grain. Buying their corn, buying their soybean. Their hospitals are failing.
What they say? FOFA
FOFA.
or FAFAFO or whatever. I don't know.
And they took a whole bunch of money away from FEMA. So I don't know what's going to happen. If there's any hurricanes or disasters getting ready to hit this daggone country, folks, uh, you're going to be hard pressed to see FEMA. They don't have any money. Trump took their money.
Well, Mr. Bishop, you said you said stop the government, shut it down.
Yep,
They doing it.
yep.
My thing was let them go ahead on and do it. Blame it on the Republicans. So we're gonna see which one is right.
Well, the farmers, they don't have to do that. The farmers is already blaming the Republicans for it, and they got Trump on the target list. They got him sitting up there, and they shooting darts at him right now, and wondering how in the hell that they even put him in office. Every one of these folks going out there into these farmland areas and stuff, talking to these farmers, and every last one of them to the person said they wonder what the hell they did, why they do it. They going broke.
You know, this right here is like we are in stupid season. This man had to bail him out when the first time he was in office,
Absolutely.
but
Was
they
that
didn't
a
learn
good
their lesson.
idea?
They thought,
Was it a good idea then?
no,
After you've seen it now, you can play Monday morning quarterback. Was it a good idea then to bail them out back in 2018?
no.
Why do you say that?
Well, first of all, we didn't have power of the purse. He had the money when he was in office,
Hmm.
and he was trying to do his little thing with playing games with China and everybody else. And China sort of kind of
Hmm.
screwed him a little bit, but they bought some of the grain,
They
but
did.
not
They
a
turned
lot.
around and bought some up. They did. Yep.
But the point is that he gave them something like $24 billion to bail a
Correct.
lot of those farmers out.
Absolutely.
And they run around bragging, "Did you get your check? Yeah, I got my check."
Yep. Yep. And then
Now,
he
here
got
we are again.
and then he got voted out of office. And then
Hmm.
in 2024, they turned around after all that mess they did to them. And I guess in 4 years, they caught they lost sight. They got
Yeah,
amnesia. They got amnesia, and they put him back in office again. So shut him down. you the man. You saw what he did. Oh, he gave you the money. He didn't solve the problem. He just gave you the money, and the Chinese came back and they bought a little bit of your grain, but you was okay with that. He gave you that money, so now you're gonna put him back in office because you think, well, if it happens again, you're gonna bail me out again. Well,
he
he,
got his money for his ICE people, and I think it's some ridiculous amount of $150 billion.
yeah, it is humongous what the heck he got for those people. It is up. Oh man, it is humongous what he got for those people. And they getting what? $40,000 along with their salary. They give them a bonus for $40,000 for joining up. New people. You get it. Your salary, and they're gonna dump in 40 grand for you to be an ICE agent. A lot of money. Now, right now though, they ain't getting paid.
Oh yeah, they gonna get paid.
Yeah, they get paid once the strike is up. Once the shutdown's over, with they get paid. Right now, they're not getting paid.
Well, maybe that might be true, but I heard that they were going to get paid.
They gonna get. They'll pay them after the shutdown's over. Well, whatever money they would do, that they would do, they will be paid it in back pay. But they got to keep working, but they will pay them in back pay once the shutdown's over.
I'm just wondering, are they really getting that 40,000 signing bonus? You
It
know how
ain't.
they do.
You know how they do. I know it. And there's a whole lot of them saying that
You
they
gotta
ain't
be
getting that money
you
yet.
gotta be with us for a year
Yep.
before you get that signing
They said
bonus.
they ain't got that money yet. Some of them say that a lot of them say they ain't got their money yet, but
Yeah,
they making a nice little buck anyway, Ted.
yeah, they make a nice little buck. Some of them making 75, 100,000,
Mhm.
and then
Yes,
they get bonuses for how many people they catch.
right. And the more they knock down and drag back into the thing, there's a bounty on it.
That's why that's why they desperate and they going into these courthouses.
Final word, Teddy.
Well, follow the money. That's all I got to say. Keep following the money.
Yep. Keep following that money because that's where it's at there. You got anything that's going on, especially nowadays, there's some money involved in it. Ask Tom Harmon.
You heard about your boy, what's his name, McDonald, here in Florida?
I heard about Jasmine jumping on him about him have
Oh, it's deeper than
he
that, bro.
was bigger than that. Oh well, no,
Ooh,
I haven't heard.
man.
I haven't heard.
My girl Tabitha, political Tabitha, she did a whole thing on him. She digs, bro, and found out that he did some outside trading and never reported it. 2023, 22. You know, you're supposed to report that,
Mm-hmm.
but you did, and so he made an amendment to his taxes so he wouldn't get in trouble, which is against the law because he's supposed to report it. That was a big deal in 2019,
Mm-hmm.
and come to find out, then they did. His wife did some stuff too. And I'm not being specific. I'm just sort of kind of paraphrasing it. That his wife was involved in some kind of shenanigans of $10 million, and she put up a supposed to be a false company so that she can get paid 500,000.
Now this is that PPP money.
No, this it might have been PP money. I have no idea. But all I know is that some company got 10 million, and then she became a consultant to this company, and they gave her 500 million. And it was a congressman whose business is supposed to be. So they was working hand in hand, and she got ended up with 500,000. And he had been trading 1.6 million dollars, got it up to 1.6 million dollars. So in essence, that he should be jumped on charges because he broke the rules.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you think Trump gonna protect him like he did Tom Harmon?
Oh yeah,
He gonna protect him? You think so?
maybe. I don't know, man. I don't know.
He
You never know.
protecting that.
This
He
dude, you
protecting that
can't
black
find.
man.
Hey,
That
other
that
than Tim,
his skin is wrong color, Ted.
that's what I'm saying. Other than Tim, he's the second one.
His skin is wrong color.
But the thing is, who's going to bring up those charges? Because there's people that's investigating. That's what the article was about, and they already brought it up to the DOJ and everything.
Well, he's a congressman, right?
Yeah.
Okay, the ethics committee can get him.
Are they gonna go that deep?
They might,
Because probably all of them doing it.
but still, he can go to the ethics committee if somebody presses that stuff and everything and bring it to him and everything and file a complaint. The ethics committee, they got to investigate it.
I think Jasmine already knew about it. She just the reason why she brought up that thing because they passed that law for DC for 14-year-olds and go to an adult prison,
Hmm.
and she was bringing up all his you know
Hmm.
past life.
Well, that's interesting. I'm gonna have to do some research on that because my boy and stuff, he thinks he's the king stuff now and everything because he talks much doo doo. He talks much shit and everything. Anybody, he act like he He the King Almighty. He gonna break him down.
Well, he's supposed to be up for governor this year.
Man, he ain't gonna make it. He ain't gonna make that.
And he
That
got
thing.
Trump's backing.
Trump ain't backing him up. Trump can say that stuff, but he ain't backing him up. He ain't putting nothing behind him. He ain't backing him up. And anyway, most people they don't need Trump's endorsement anyway because he ain't very popular. That's a death sentence. Right now it is anyway. So anyway, my final word is we're gonna find a way, people, to get through this mess. We're gonna find a way to get through this. Really, we're gonna find a way to get through this, get past this man. Something's gonna happen to you. We can't keep this stuff going on. Something getting ready to happen, and something gonna break. And I believe the country gonna be. We're gonna suffer. We're gonna be hurting. We're gonna come out of this. Too many people outside this country and stuff want to be able to trade with us, Ted. They do. They begging to trade with us because we are a big market. The only reason why they ain't doing it because of Trump. We can get through this and stuff with him and everything until I doubt it we're gonna make it to 2026 because that's another whole year, man. He done screwed this country up in 9 months, so hell, in another year, buddy, he can really mess us up bad. But I do believe we can come out of this some kind of way. We're gonna come out of this. I believe that. I have to. And
Mhm.
and trust me, Ted, this shutdown is gonna be. It might not be selling in the next 15, 20, 30 days, but that they're gonna get something gonna happen. They're gonna settle this. They're gonna shut down because they. I don't care what Donald Trump said. All that old bravado that he's talking about. Well, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that and everything. He ain't gonna do shit. I believe that he's talking mess because but they already know some of those senior executives and stuff and these all of these branches of government and everything is telling them that he can't do this. It's against the law. It's against the Constitution for him to do what he planned on doing. So he fighting too many battles and stuff out there. Lisa Cook still got her job.
Her trial is next month,
Mm-mm. January.
January.
January. Supreme
I
Court
thought they said
says he went and petitioned to the Supreme Court to let him put somebody into her job, and they told him no. She has to have a trial. She has to come before, and they have to have a hearing and stuff, and it doesn't happen until January because Supreme Court's not in session now. So you got to come in January to have her say so, and they're going to hear arguments in January, and they probably won't even put out ruling until June of next year. But she got her job. That's the only one. Now the other ones now they said yeah you can fire them, but her they held that one back. I don't know why they did that, but they held it back.
so. He gonna get Letitia.
You ain't gonna be able to put nobody into that job and stuff until it goes to the Supreme Court, and they've already said that hear oral arguments in January, and they probably won't send out ruling until May or June. Excuse me. So that's a good sign. Uh, what's going to happen to you is that this tariff thing that this man they found all the appeal court found that he could not some of those tariffs that he could not enact. What the Supreme Court going to do with these tariffs and stuff and everything is what's going to be
And that's coming up real soon.
that's coming up real soon. But what they rule on there with those tariffs and stuff is gonna tell the tale. Because if they let him do what the heck he's been doing and stuff and that thing, he can wreak havoc on this country. If they take it away from him and everything and stuff, we might be able to settle down and be able to get rid of a lot of those tariffs and stuff, and people will start trading with us. Congress will go back and do what they supposed to be doing, and then they should have did back when he first started this crap. That's going to really be the tail, I think, this tariff crap. It's really hurting us because as I said when we first started, people, what is $17 trillion? Anyway, folks, I don't know where it's at. You all tell me where that 17 trillion is there because I know it didn't come out of my pocket. Bye bye, people. See you tomorrow.